Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and today is called Spy Wednesday. Really. When I hear that, I always think of James Bond, but of course it's not that kind of spy. It's called Spy Wednesday because on Wednesday of Holy Week, Judas agreed to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Judas was the spy working for the Sanhedrin in Jerusalem. And over the centuries, people have come up with a lot of different reasons as to why Judas might have done what he did, but we'll never really know. The reality is that before anyone got a chance to ask him, Judas hung himself and his body burst open. But we have an interesting contrast in Spy Wednesday. Jesus knew what was going to happen. He knew that Judas was going to betray him. At one point he got weary of Judas giving these false claims of love and honor. He told Judas just to do what he was going to do quickly. Judas kept saying that he would follow Jesus no matter what, but Jesus knew that Judas already planned to betray him. And so he sent Judas out into the night, with Judas knowing that Jesus was aware of his betrayal. In contrast to that, we have Peter. And Peter said he would follow Jesus even to the death. Jesus said that Peter would deny knowing Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed on Friday morning. But Peter insisted he would follow Jesus no matter what. We have an interesting message for us in this contrast. Jesus sees through our charades. He is not fooled by the pious show that we put on for other people. He sees us as we really are in all our human weakness. It's that same weakness that led Peter to deny Jesus and Judas to betray Jesus. And I suppose in these 2 apostles we see the 2 different ways that all people respond when we have an encounter with a living Christ. As Jesus tore down their charade, Peter saw his own weakness and he ran to Jesus, weeping, ready for forgiveness. Judas, on the other hand, was lost. And when we encounter the true living Christ, one of 2 things happens. We can follow the path of Peter, where we see our own sinfulness and we weep bitter tears as we run to the God who redeems us. Or we can follow the path of Judas. I don't mean we literally kill ourselves, but we can spiritually destroy ourselves by running away from the God who gives us life. Human weakness is a reality. None of us are as good as we'd like to think that we are. But when we see that reality, when we come close to the God who sees us, we know him and we know ourselves, then God begins the work of making us new, of making us into the kind of people that we used to pretend we already were. May God be with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.